Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and it's time to embrace the Red Thirst in a new Blood Angels Codex and Army set. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Alright, so we got a brand new release from Games Workshop with a massive flaw. Anyone familiar with the Blood Angels will know exactly what I'm talking about with the flawed gene seed. But let's take a look at the new models and new codex coming for Blood Angels. Few Space Marine chapters are held in such high regard as the Blood Angels. The Sons of Sanguinius have such an unorthodox chapter cult and order of battle, involving distinctive formations, unusual tactics, and mighty heroes that require their own codex to accompany their unique miniatures. So there is a little video right here. Let's take a look. Alright, so here we have the new Blood Angels army set, and I was really hoping they were going to be redoing some characters, and it looks like we've got some awesome stuff on the way. So there is a battle box coming out for them, with the codex involved as well, so you get the codex and cards, obviously, like we've seen in the past. Looks like a bunch of Death Company Assault Intercessors, Death Company Jump Intercessors, Brutalis Dreadnought. Alright, so yeah, Death Company Marines. Does just look like upgrade sprues, though, to tell you the truth. These look like the regular models. And then a Death Company Dreadnought, they're calling it. It looks like just the Brutalis Dreadnought. We got a brand new Lemartes with Jump Pack. Absolutely awesome. Primaris upgrade. He has crossed the Rubicon. And then, of course, Astroth the Grim as well. We've already seen Dante come out, which is amazing. So the only thing missing is the Sanguinor, it looks like. Very, very cool. Beautiful new box set. Very exciting. Alright, so here's our first look at the official box set. But it wouldn't do just to drop the Codex Supplement Blood Angels and walk off with the radioactive Veil Sunset. There's a new army set on the horizon, and it's angrier than usual. If you're wondering where all the red is, don't worry, there's a lot of red in due course, and perhaps a little gold. Alright, so obviously Sanguinary Guard is what they're talking about. We gotta have some new Sanguinary Guard to go along with Dante. But these Adeptus Astartes have well and truly fallen to the curse of the Black Rage. Noble and disciplined Space Marines become raging berserkers consigned to the Death Company. So for anybody not familiar with the lore, basically Sanguinius was slain by Horus during the Horus Heresy, and now the Blood Angels have the Red Curse, which basically makes them see red. They already have a flawed gene seed, which kind of gives them like a vampiric sort of element, like the blood drinkers. So the chaplain's duty is to basically like keep tabs on each member of the Blood Angels, and then once they start to have like the red curse take over them, they paint their armor black and then go join the Death Company, and it's basically a one-way street to death. And the lore behind Astroth is once they fall to the red curse, once they give in officially to the Black Rage and can no longer be controlled, he actually executes them. So really cool lore. The Blood Angels have always been one of my favorite chapters for over 30 years. Absolutely amazing. So it does look like it's going to be a 10-pack of Assault Intercessors, a 10-pack of the Jump Assault Intercessors. Then we have Lemartes, Astroth, and a Brutalis Dreadnought. And then it does appear that it's just a new upgrade sprue with a bunch of like heads, shoulder pads, and then like small little insignia. Then you're going to get the brand new Codex, new transfer sheet, and then the data cards as well. So very cool new box, awesome art on the front. I do wish we would have seen something like some of the newer Sanguinary Guard in the box as well, but putting in the two characters is definitely awesome. I'm really happy that they redid them. Hopefully when the Sanguinary Guard come out, we're also going to get a new Sanguinor model as well, because that basically completes the range refresh and would have essentially like everything brand new. So really, really cool, definitely exciting. Let's take a look at what else the article has to say. The Black Rage has plagued the chapter's gene seed since the Horus Heresy, shredding their minds and forcing them to relive the dying moments of their beloved Primac over and over again, lashing out at enemy an unquenchable fury. Few have ever managed to hold this madness in check, but one such hero returns to lead the Death Company with a brand new miniature, Chaplain Lemartes, the Guardian of the Lost. And I should have mentioned it earlier, but basically when the Blood Angels give in to like the Red Thirst, they're essentially seeing like everybody is Horus. So they start to have like delusions where everyone on the battlefield they think is Horus, and they're trying to get revenge for their fallen Primarch Sanguinius by like killing Horus, but obviously it's just literally anybody they're fighting. But in their head, they're killing Horus over and over again. So this new Lemartes looks awesome. Obviously he has been upgraded to Primaris size. He's got the new style jump pack, a pistol in one hand and a new Crozius in the other. Really, really cool new look. He's got the chaplain skull and he appears to be like screaming. He's coming down like a ruined staircase. Really cool. This is great. I love it. Lemartes himself is still in the grip of madness, but through sheer indomitable willpower, he maintains his faculties and manages to lead the fallen brothers on the charge. He's a furious force of nature in battle. and his new miniature captures positively feral pose atop a shattered stairway. Speaking of chaplains, Astroth, High Chaplain of the Blood Angels, has not been sitting idly. As the Redeemer of the Lost, it is his grim duty to grant the Emperor's peace to those battle brothers who have fallen too far, and for whom an honorable death in battle is no longer possible. He joins Lemartes in a new army set to dispense exactly this kind of mercy. Astroth's new miniature retains his classic pose, leaping through the air with an ornate winged jump pack. The Executioner's axe gripped in both hands. The golden details and intricate musculature on his armor are picked out even more closely than before, while staying true to the original miniature. So again, absolutely beautiful. I love the original pose, the double-handed axe, used not only to execute the enemy, but the fallen blood angels as well. Really, really cool. Much more like slimmed down and crossing the Rubicon. He's obviously a much larger miniature. Still has his traditional like black wings. I love the musculature of the armor, the skulls, the face. Very nicely done. And then here we see the backside. So he's got the dynamic pose leaping off the rock. He's got the axe in both hands. The hilt of the axe is basically like a spine. The big wings go along with the new style of jump pack. Very well done. Absolutely love it. He's got the bunch of skulls on one shoulder pad and then the large skull on the other. Really nice throwback to the original miniature. Massive upgrade. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video. The rest of the set comprises 20 Death Company Intercessors, 10 with jump packs and 10 without, who can be customized extensively with 4 sets of brand new Blood Angels upgrades and transfers. Alright, so they've kind of like thrown them all together here. So we see on the top the Assault Intercessors with jump packs, on the bottom the regular Assault Intercessors. So it does look like they have just like generic shoulder pads with transfers on the right side. And then they have the Blood Angels insignia, actual like textured shoulder pads on the left side. No real changes to the weapons here. We just see like the chain swords and heavy bolt pistols. We do see like some small little bits like added on with some various little Blood Angels insignia. And then obviously a bunch of Blood Angels custom heads. Some are like bald and vampiric looking with their mouths open. And then others are like the typical kind of like blonde. Very, very cool. And then here we got a couple more. The regular Assault Intercessors on top, jump on the bottom. Looks like the same thing with the shoulder pads. We do have a couple of custom arms, it looks like, with the parchment wrapped around the wrist. And obviously compatible with both the foot intercessor and jump intercessor. We also see like a little custom insignia on the back for like the squad leader. Or just to take your miniatures to the next level. Very cool. And then again, just some of the new heads here. Really nicely done. Definitely a big fan of these. The Assault Intercessors and Assault Intercessors with jump packs are already like new and nice kits. So I'm not mad that they did upgrade frames just to kind of take them to the next level. Although the old Death Company had some amazing like custom shoulder pads. So the upgrade frame, while it is cool and has a lot of cool components to it, definitely feels like a bit of a downgrade. So hopefully they'll keep both of those so you have the option still. So unfortunately, a little bit lost in the lack of like awesome new custom shoulder pads with the Death Company stuff. These upgrades feature a wealth of cosmetic elements, including blood drop accessories, sculpted pauldrons, and noble Baelite visages, as well as signature items of war gear suited to the savage sons of Sanguinius, such as Inferno pistols and eviscerators. Okay, so I didn't even notice that. So there are some custom elements here. So we have a new Terminator arm with power sword. We have an Intercessor / Assault Intercessor power sword, and then Intercessor / Assault Intercessor chain sword as well. And then there's a upgrade little like Blood Angels insignia for a Stormbolter for Terminators. We have like an Eviscerator upgrade right here, like a massive double-handed chain sword. And then we see one Inferno pistol, one new faceplate for a Terminator, a bunch of little mini insignia pieces, backpack upgrades or like sergeant upgrades. And then I think these are shoulder pad upgrades right here. These are the vehicle upgrades. And then we see 5 new shoulder pads for Tacticus and then Phobos armor. We see 4 new shoulder pads for Terminators and Gravis. And then we see 2 of like the upgraded shoulder pads for the Terminators and Gravis. And then we got 5 more like custom shoulder pads here as well. The tilt shield. And then 10 new heads. 1 Terminator helmet, 1 Terminator regular, 1 helmeted new head, and then 7 of the unhelmeted heads. So really, really nice setup right here. A bunch of cool elements. This is definitely much more in line with what we saw for like the Black Templars upgrade sprue and the Dark Angels upgrade sprue, where there's a bunch of just customization options. Definitely impressive, much better than like the sort of generic minimalistic Primaris upgrade. Rounding things out, a Brutalis Dreadnought is a perfect armored support for the army of blood-crazed Hellions. With the Death Company badge provided in the new upgrade sprues, the new Codex supplement is included in the box and provides rules for fielding Death Company Dreadnoughts in case they aren't ripping and tearing quite enough already. Okay, so it is the base Brutalis kit with like the insignia upgrades on it, and then obviously like some cool little custom painted designs or potentially transfers. And then it does say specifically that there are rules to run this as a Death Company Dreadnought, which is awesome. Very, very cool. Obviously beautiful paint job on this bad boy. The brand new Codex supplement Blood Angels will be available in the box first, featuring an exclusive cover, and you'll also get a set of data cards covering all 18 data sheets in the book. Alongside the new updated units, there are detachments expanding on the options found in the Codex Space Marines. So we don't know exactly how many detachments there's going to be, but based on what we've seen in the past, it's very likely that we're going to see one that's very similar to the existing detachment, and then probably like 4 total detachments, so 3 other ones. Tons of new options, very, very cool. And I'm not going to zoom in right here, but we can see Dante and then Mephiston's new data sheet, and then of course like a little peek of the Death Company data sheet. Absolutely awesome cover on the actual Blood Angels Codex, which is obviously included in the box as well. I gotta say, I am super excited for this. We've heard the rumors forever, we knew it was coming. I didn't expect it to be revealed so soon. This does also mean that the regular Codex supplement is on its way, for those of a more stable mind who haven't yet succumbed to the madness. And here we see they have reused the existing Blood Angels cover. So hate to see that. Still absolutely amazing art and everything, but a little lackluster by Games Workshop recycling so much old art on these Codex covers. Rest assured we'll be looking into the new Codex in great detail soon, so stick around and find out when you can get this blood-soaked box. Alright, so very cool, super exciting, real nice composition, a bunch of stuff that you'll actually be like using in your Blood Angels army, 2 amazing new versions of the characters, Brutalis Dreadnought, 10 Assault Intercessors with jump packs, 4 of the new upgrade frames, and then of course the Codex, the transfers, and the data cards. This is a beautiful box, very well done, definitely looking forward to this. The storyline, the lore, the arc of the Blood Angels has always been one of my favorites. We know also that we're going to see some Sanguinary Guard and probably a new Sanguinor coming down the line as well. Maybe we'll get another box of them with all Golden Boys in it. Maybe it'll just be individual releases. But regardless, this is super exciting. Keep in mind also there's typically like a month or more delay between when the actual Codex comes out in the box set versus when it's available for individual purchase. And these boxes are always a really nice value. I suspect this is going to be very popular and sell out extremely quickly. So if you are excited about this, once the announcement is made, once the pre-orders go up, I would not mess around on this because I do suspect it's going to sell out very quickly, as Blood Angels are at the top of the meta right now for Space Marines, overall doing extremely well, and they are one of the most popular chapters of all time. So let me know what you think of the new models, if you're excited for this new box, if you're more excited to know that there's some Golden Boys coming, and I'm not talking about the Custodes. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man. And I know people hate when they retcon stuff, but I'll make an exception for a Sanguinius Revived. And I'm out of here.